Come on, YouTube. Work for me, YouTube. Come on. I can't check it yet. Let's see. I think it is. Now it seems. Yeah, it is. Hello there, everyone. It seems to be working. I think everything's coming through correctly. At least on my end, it looks like that. So let me know if you fellas have some problem listening to me or something like that. But I think it should be working now. So yeah, we are gonna be playing. I will greet you in a sec, fellas. Just let me brief everyone. We are gonna be playing on the London. No, we are on Miami server today. Let me update that. Just a sec. Even the wrong server. What a shame. What am I, an amateur? An amateur streamer? Yeah, yes, I am. I am an amateur, a hobbyist. It should update. Yeah, now it's updated. We are on the Miami server today. It's gonna be up there somewhere, the IP for you fellas to connect. And it is also in the description down below. Let me just double check that my sound is coming through to you. Yes, it should be. And if you don't know how to connect to community servers, you have to grab the IP. Again, it's on screen somewhere. We are on the Miami server today, or on the description down below. And then you come here on Find the Game, Community Servers. And on the Favorites tab, you click this button here, Add a Server. And then you paste in the IP here and you add it. It will show up for you in this box for you to click and connect. So that's how you can come play with us. So yeah, let's have some good time, let's have fun, it will be nice. And hello there, Coffee, Lorenzo as well, Inspector, glad to have you here, Burglar, and Sofek. Sofek's gonna be drawing, very nice. Share your drawing later with us on Twitter, Sofek. It will be nice to see what you're drawing. And Newton, hello there, Newton. What do you think about the video? I don't remember, Newton, I think you're talking about the video you made. I've watched it, but I don't remember the contents of the video. It's been a while since I watched it. But it was probably a nice video. If I remember correctly, I gave it a like. And I think I even left a comment there, if I'm not mistaken. But I have watched the video you shared with me. I've already watched it. So keep going, keep producing content. It is always nice to have, you know, more people making TF2 videos. I really like. Especially when they are my subscribers, you know, it's a lot of fun to interact with you fellas. Always a good thing. Come play with us if you can, Newton. By the way, we are on the Miami server today, you know, we are not on the European server. But I think you should have good enough ping here. You know, I know Uncle Leo, for example, is on the server and he can play properly, you know, just like I can. So come play with us. And Joker Miles, hello there, Joker Miles. You joined the server, very nice. I'm doing well, you know, everything is fine in my life. I'm having fun, you know. I'm even thinking about learning more code and development. I've been having a lot of fun coding a video game project with TIC80, which is a fantasy console. You know, it's kind of like it's an application, a piece of software that imitates limited hardware. Poor Mustafa there, poor Mustafa died to the train. That was funny. It's a shame I didn't caught it on camera, otherwise I would make a clip out of that. It would be fun. Very nice. So yeah, you know, I'm doing fine, having fun and all of that, having a good time, really. Okay, there's an engineer here, and our sniper is destroying them, simply destroying the enemy team. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's keep going. I'm using, by the way, the paint train, as you can see. I wanted to play with some banners today and with the paint train, because I think they are, you know, kind of underused weapons. Not the banners necessarily. I'm using the battalion's backup and the paint train, which I think is the underused weapon, but it is actually a lot of fun to use and can be very helpful, especially if you are on the attack. on these sorts of game modes. You know, but by the way, I don't think it is worth it using the paint train on defense. I got I got the health back for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I only needed like 3 health or something like that. Not much really. But yeah, the enemy team is all here. Yeah, I had no chance there. But yeah, as I was saying, the paint train is very useful on attack when you are on the blue team, because you can, you know, you double your capture rate. It's like as if you were a scout for your team. And the downside, which is some bullet damage addition, you see here, 10% bullet damage vulnerability. I don't think it is big enough to really have an impact, especially if you balance things out with a banner for soldier. For example, the battalion's backup gives you more health, so the damage vulnerability you have, you know, really doesn't do much, I think. You know, there is an impact, but it is barely noticeable when you have more health. At least that's the way I think. And you could also use it with weapons like the Conjurer, which restore your health continuously. You are always healing. Or the Black Box, which lets you heal on hit. I think those are ways to kinda, you know, work around the downside of this weapon. Because the upside is very good, in my opinion. Unless you have like 1,000 heavies on the other team, or 10 scouts, or something like that. Usually you don't have classes that stacked on the enemy team. So I think in general it isn't really that big of a deal to have a little bit more bullet damage vulnerability. So I like to use the paint train from time to time. On demo man it's also very good, but I think on demo man you don't really have that many options to work around the downside. Maybe using a shield, you know, the charging charge, for example, gives you some resistance. So you will be vulnerable to bullets a little bit more, but you have other resistances. So maybe you could use the paint train with the charging charge. We could do that actually later in the stream, you know, switch classes to demo man and see how it goes. I think it could be interesting. But yeah, I'd like to incentivize you people to use these other weapons, which are kind of like underused, like the paint train. There's a lot of stuff in TF2 that isn't meta, you know, it isn't what everyone uses all the time on every match, but it's still viable, you know. It's maybe not the best loadout you could make, but it is viable and it is fun to use from time to time. So give it a try. And let me know, do you fellas use the paint train? What do you think about this weapon? I'd like to know your opinions on it, because I actually like it, and I like how it looks. I think it looks very menacing. I really like that. There's a spy there, okay. Saved you there, engineer, saved you there, my friend. I'm not gonna let the spy get you. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Let me see. Newton is saying, the video is about the Huntsman. I remember that one, Newton. Now that you mentioned it was about the Huntsman, I remember it. I watched it. It was very fine. We like it. I think the Huntsman is one of those weapons that are not underused. It's actually very well appreciated, and for a good reason. The Huntsman is a lot of fun to play with. And it actually is quite useful. Come on, no! I thought I was gonna die there. Okay, now I'm dead. Don't even know what hit me there in the air. A lot of fun. Hey, Victory, glad to have you here. Very nice. Newton is gonna play with us. Come play with us. It will be a lot of fun. There's still room on the server for you fellas to connect. Connect before it is full. So yeah, very nice. Avery, good afternoon, Avery. Nice to have you here as well. And Victor just backstabbed me. And Anthony, hello there, hello there. I need to say there. Always when I when I hear the pain train, I will always think about a train. But I think it is because of the name of the weapon, pain train. I think this is supposed, this spike is supposed to be a railroad, you know, those roads, those tracks in which trains travel. I think it's supposed to be a spike from those railroads, you know, a spike used to fix the tracks on the ground. You know, I think that's what this is supposed to be. So that's why it is the pain train, you know, it's kind of like it delivers a lot of pain, you know, because it is a spike, but it is also a train spike. I think that's the idea. It's kind of like of a wordplay or something like that, you know, a pun, something like that. But I don't know, I could be mistaken, because English is not my native language, so maybe I'm missing something here, you know, some subtlety in the meaning of those words. You fellas who are from the US or from, you know, other English-speaking countries, please let me know if I'm correct in my assumption. Okay, let's jump here. That's what I wanted to do. Let's destroy that sentry. There's a soldier down here. This one, by the way, fellas, this good fella here. Come on, don't run away from me. Ah, just killed me. Mustafa here, you see? This good looks soldier. I don't think my kill cam will focus. Yeah, it won't. Mustafa used to play with me when I started playing. Ah, you gotta go, Mustafa. See you next time. It was nice playing with you, Mustafa. I was just talking about you. No, I jinxed it. But as I was saying, Mustafa, that soldier who just killed me, played with me when I started, when I was just a noob in TF2. He is a very old school player. And I actually remember playing a lot with him and other friends of mine. When back then in what, 2014, 2013, you know, back in the day, when I opened up my first server. Just hit my head there. So it was nice playing with you, Mustafa. Come play with us more times. You know, it's always nice to see someone from back in the day coming back into the game. Because I imagine, you know, that happens in every community, you know, in every region where TF2 is played. But here in Brazil, around 2015, 2016, you know, around that time frame, a lot of people stopped playing TF2 and, you know, went to other games. CSGO, to Overwatch was very popular at the time. Nowadays, I think a lot of people play Fortnite and Valorant as well. So there were plenty of players who moved from TF2 around that time, 2015, 2016, to other games. And kind of like TF2 here in Brazil is still a very popular game. Oh, we are on defense now. Let's switch loadouts. So not use the pain train on defense. So let's go with the battalion's backup, the buff banner, and the disciplinary action. Let's do this. I know people want to play process. Okay, let's go. Process is a cool map. But yeah, you know, TF2 is very popular here in Brazil still to this day. But it used to be more popular, and I've kind of noticed a trend in the last year of a lot of those old school players who left the game for whatever reason coming back to it recently. I get a lot of comments like this on my Brazilian channel, you know, kind of like, I used to play back in 2014 and I stopped playing and now I'm coming back to the game. Glad to see there's still people playing, glad to see there's still, you know, servers up and YouTubers making videos about the game and all of that good stuff. Please let me know, fellas, how it's been for you in other regions. Kind of like in Europe or on the US or perhaps in Asia. Because I've been noticing that a lot here in Brazil in the last 10 months or so. You know, a lot of people coming back to the game. And it makes me glad, you know. I think that's always a good thing. I don't really, you know, get upset when people leave the game. to do something else. I think people get bored of anything that they do for a lot of time. You know, it gets boring. So it is important to mix things up, go play other stuff. You know, have fun with other games. That's very important. But I'm always happy when I see people coming back. It's wholesome. I think it's very nice. Okay, let me get out of here and seek refuge with my sentry. I wanna see if I can charge my banner, because I wasn't able to use it last match. You know, I was using the battalion's backup and all I did was die. I could not use a single charge of the banner. Okay, that engineer is brave, you know. He's either reckless or brave running like this, you know. I think he placed a sentry somewhere. And there's a demo man trying to get me here. Come on, I don't wanna die, don't wanna die. I almost got my banner filled. Uncle Liu with the banana, thank you so much, my friend. Always nice to have a little bit of extra potassium running in my system. Okay, I got the banner. Nice, nice. Okay, let's retreat. Let's reload. And let's see if we can use this for something. Let's go. Where is the enemy team? Ah, here it is. Okay. Ah, nice, okay. Okay, that was nice. Even if I died now, I'm already happy. Ah, come on, I wish I had my shotgun. Okay, got the devilman there. Ah, thank you very much. Thanks a lot, and now let's get out of here. This is a pretty good loadout, by the way. I really like playing with this loadout here. The stock rocket launcher, or whatever rocket launcher you want to play with. The buff banner and the disciplinary action. You see, I think those three weapons work very well together. They are nice. And I'll check chat in just a sec, fellas. Just that I think I'm on a good streak here. And I don't want to lose it, so I'll check chat in just a sec. Let's try to switch positions. I want to keep the pressure up on that medic. Yeah, he's dead now. And Uncle Leo is my banana delivery. My iFood. Do you have iFood there in your country? I think you do. iFood, I think, works all over the world, doesn't it? It is for those of you who don't know, it is a food delivery system and an app on your smartphone that you can use. So yeah, I'm always getting extra potassium. That's very nice. I'm not gonna get cramps. Okay. There he is. You see? Now the banana is for you, Uncle Leo. Heal yourself. Don't die, my friend. Let me go too. Now I'm dead. Okay, Newton got me there from afar. Very nice. Well played, Newton. Well played. So let's see what else you are saying. Let me see. Dominic saying there, I would really like to have a 12 versus 12 casual with stopwatch mode. I think, Dominic, if it were something separate from regular casual, I think I would like it. But if we didn't have the option to play without stopwatch, I have to practice my rocket jumps more. If we did not have the option to play without stopwatch, then I would not like that. I remember when the Meteor Match update released, it released with stopwatch enabled by default on Valve servers. And you know, stopwatch is fun for more competitive matches, but the problem was that sometimes we didn't even got to play, you know, the full map. It was like we played 3 minutes of a map and the match ended because stopwatch works a little bit different, and then we would have to re-queue the map, and the queuing times for the game when Meteor Match launched were horrible. We kind of like had to wait, at least here in my region, we had to wait 20 minutes, sometimes even 30 minutes to find a match. The system was poorly optimized, to say the least. And it was very bad. So I think a lot of people dislike stopwatch because of that bad experience when Meteor Match released. It was very bad. But if it were a separate game mode on the menu that you could select or deselect, you know, I think it would be okay. I think it would be fine. Okay, let's get this health here. I played a little bit of competitive TF2, 6 versus 6. And I had my share of fun with it. It was cool. But I think nothing beats the casual TF2 experience of simply hopping into the game and having fun. That was a nice backstab there. Let me clip this. This soldier just flew away. That was nice. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Let me see. And Coffee saying, I don't think I can watch the stream and play TF2 at the same time. It's okay, Coffee. Don't worry. Do whatever you feel like is most fun for you. You know, don't stress about it. Imagine streaming the game and playing the game at the same time. You know, a lot of people think it's easy to stream games, and I have a lot of fun. I really like doing it, but it's kind of hard, you know, paying attention to the stream, keeping the conversation going, and playing the game at the same time. It's kind of tough. You know, not the easiest thing to do. Nice. I died, but I got VPC there. His sticky bombs were destroyed. That's good. So yeah. And Burglar are saying, what are you guys' thoughts about the quick bomb launcher? The quick bomb launcher is great. I think some people even prefer it over the stock sticky bomb launcher. I know some people in competitive, I think, who run the quick bomb launcher, you know, all the time. They really prefer it. I don't know, you know, I think I still prefer the stock one because it is very reliable, you know. There is no gimmick about the stock sticky bomb launcher, and I like it for that. Kind of like why I prefer the stock rocket launcher, you know. There are no gimmicks, so they are very reliable. But the quick bomb launcher is cool to use. I've seen some people do some crazy stuff with it. You know, it's very good to snipe, to sticky snipe people with, I've heard. So yeah. Hey, and Hiao is there. Hello there, Hiao. Glad to have you here. Very nice. Very nice, my friend. Come play with us. I don't know if you are on the server already, because I've unbound my tab key, so I can check. I just joined. I saw there on chat. Hiao joined Team Red. Nice. Always nice to play with you, my friend. Let's have some fun. So yeah. And what else are you saying there? Analysis is there as well. Hello, Analysis. Fire. Hello there. And Burglar is saying, I noticed that Virginia servers have more bots than the Brazilian servers. However, I really like how people are talkative in the Virginia servers. Burglar is probably from Brazil then. Because oftentimes when we are looking for a map that isn't very played currently in Brazil, oftentimes the game puts us on Virginia servers, you know, which is kind of like the closest region, at least in terms of latency, we have to Brazil. There are Peru servers, I think, in South America. Peru is another country in South America, for those of you who don't know. But the latency in those servers usually are not as good as the servers in the US, for whatever reason. So I noticed that as well. I think there are more bots in the Virginia servers because the US is one of the most played regions for TF2, if not the most played, I think. I think the largest community for TF2 is in the US, then Europe. Or the other way around. First Europe, then US. I'm not sure. But it's one of those two. So it makes sense to have more bots there because they have more servers, they have more players. You know, it's just like that. And it's interesting what you're saying there, Burglar, because here in Brazil, people are usually very quiet when they play. We don't use voice chat a lot, you know. And I don't really know why that is. I don't know if it is because here in Brazil we don't you know, have this culture of speaking on voice chat while we play. It could be that. But I think it is also because people don't really have good microphones, you know. Usually I think the the regular Brazilian player is gonna probably have a very low-cost headset, and the microphones on those are pretty bad. So, or maybe they don't even have microphones. So that's something to consider, especially when you think about TF2, which is a game that really does not require you to use voice chats, you know, to coordinate. I think the game is so well put together that you can infer a lot of times what's going on in the match and what your team needs without needing active communication. The game was designed around this, I think. Because on other games, other multiplayer games, for example, on CSGO, I know that CSGO players in Brazil, let's go. I know that CSGO players in Brazil talk a lot on the microphone. Because the CSGO kind of requires that. It's not as well put together as TF2 in that regard, I think. So yeah. Interesting to see the difference. Do you fellas use voice chat a lot? You know, what is your opinion? Do you prefer when people are talking on voice chat, or do you prefer a more silent experience? Because I record videos and I stream and all of that, I even disable my voice chat, you know. I don't have voice chat enabled at all. Because that way I can't get spammed while I'm streaming or while I'm recording a video, you know, to post later. It's kind of like it's better. There's even some content creators that disable chat altogether, but I think that chat, the text chat, is less intrusive. So, and it is easier to censor if I need to censor something on post. You know, that used to happen more when bots could spam chat. You know, when free-to-plays had communication features on their accounts. I almost got to their VPC. But nowadays it's pretty easy. And there isn't much spam going on in chat. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Let me see. Inspector is saying, I have shared some of my old pixel art drawings on Twitter. Inspector09 is the name of the account, the Inspector's handle. I am yet to share new stuff there. Very nice. Whenever you post something, let me know on Twitter, Inspector. You know, tag me or send me a DM or something like that so I can check it out. I'd like to see it. Hey, Daryl Dixon and Hanselt. Hello there. I'm doing fine. How are you fellas doing? Glad to have you here. Very nice. Very nice. And Kalnana. Hello there, Kalnana, as well. Sup? What's up with you, Kalnana? Glad to have you here. I hope you're all doing fine, fellas. And a lot of people arriving here. Goife as well. Migatuga. Nice. Glad to have you all here, my friends. Very nice. Very nice. It is always a good thing whenever we can... Oh, no. Got me there. That was chaotic. Come on. I've given Jean some crits. That was not nice on my part. Come on. Come on. And Burglar is saying there, asking there, Burglar with a lot of questions. Do you think casual servers should support replays? I think they should, but I understand why they don't anymore. TF2 used to have a replay feature. You know, you without any additional software running on your system, after you died, you could press a button to record your last life on TF2. I don't think there is anymore. There is a button here for replays. You see, I'm not gonna click it because it's kind of buggy. I don't know what's gonna happen when I click it because it's a very old interface and I don't want my TF2 to crash or bug out or anything like that. But if you click this button here, you'll be taken to an old interface for TF2, you know, whenever the game had replays available. And it would save a clip of your last life for you. Come on, I'm gonna die to this soldier here. I'm not gonna try to chase him. I died. Maybe I should have chased him. I think, yeah, 12 health. I think I could have killed Win XP Enjoyer there. But yeah, and that was a lot of fun because you could share clips around. You know, the game would export clips for you to upload to YouTube. And it kind of started this whole culture of TF2 YouTubers and of making funny clips, compilations, and all of that. But nowadays, I think it would be needed to have a real overhaul to that experience in order for it to be supported on casual. Because the way it is, the only thing that would happen if casual servers supported replays is that they would probably bug out the game or the server, you know. It's very old and antiquated infrastructure for doing that. I used to have replays enabled on my servers way back in the day, and they also increase, you know, the performance required to run a server. It's not very easy to support them. It's not like you press a button and they are properly supported by the server, you know. And that's a shame, actually, because the replay feature is very nice, is a lot of fun, and I would like to see it coming back. A creator who used to do lots of replays like that was Lazy Purple. I think he started with replay compilations. And, you know, even if it is neat nowadays, there isn't really much reason to do that, because, you know, you have a lot of software that can do that same thing without causing any issues for the game or any trouble for Valve, you know, any need to support and that kind of stuff. You can use Open Broadcaster Studio, you can use, what's that NVIDIA feature called? I think it's Shadow something. I don't know the name of the feature, but it is Shadow something. You know, I think there is one from AMD as well. If you have an AMD GPU, you can tell your GPU to be constantly recording your screen. And come on, VPC, and that will work, you know, just as fine. So yeah. Hansel's talking about Unreal Tournament. I am gutted on what Epic Games did to Unreal Tournament. Yeah, Epic Games kind of like, I don't know why they did that, but it seems like they want to erase Unreal Tournament from history or something. Because they not only closed servers for the last Unreal Tournament they released, which was unfinished actually, but there were some servers running for it. But they also removed Unreal Tournament from stores, so you can't buy Unreal Tournament games anymore. At least that's what I heard was the case. And that's really a shame, you know. I'm not a fan of it either. And it's part of the reason, I think, why games that are old should be open sourced. You will not see that sort of thing happening to Quake, for example, because Quake 1 through 3, you know, the Quake 1, Quake 2, and Quake 3 were all open sourced. So, you know, the code for those games is out there. It is legal for anyone to use, to copy, to share, to modify that code. So even if suddenly the copyright holder for the Quake franchise, I think it is Bethesda nowadays, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Even if they want to kind of like erase Quake 1, 2, and 3 from history, they can't, because the code is open source and people can preserve it. So it really is a shame what they did to Unreal. I never played a lot of Unreal games. I was a more Doom and Quake guy, but I am sad for people who like the Unreal Tournament franchise. It is a shame. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Hansel's saying, I like when people talk in chat about using voice chat or chat in general. I like when people talk in chat, but my mic is trash. Plus my accent is hard for people to understand. Yeah, that's also a problem, you know. But it's okay, you can work around that. It's fine. I think the biggest problem isn't really the accent. I think people get used to your accent. I think the real issue is the bad microphone. Sometimes you can't understand what people are saying because of that. That's true. And Every is saying there, I really like using the voice chat. Unfortunately, people don't use it often. I still remember a 2-4 match where everyone was in the voice chat. Yeah, there are some servers in which you can have the whole server talking together. There's a setting in TF2 you can enable on the server there that is called all talk. Because by default, players on different teams can talk to each other. You know, red only talks to red and blue only talks to blue on the voice. But if you enable all talk on the server, everyone can talk together and hear each other, and it is a lot of fun. You know, sometimes it can be pretty hectic. that was a nice ragdoll, I like it. Let me clip this. Is this a spy? No, but there is a spy here. Yeah, this door was opening together. This door was opening by itself, so there is a spy there. Okay, let's vote yes here. Payload upward is a good map. Let's do this. But the problem with all talk in voice chat is that it is very easy for it to get toxic very fast. Imagine, you know, if people are already have a tendency to be toxic to teammates, to players on the enemy team, you know, that happens quite a lot. I used to have a server with all talk enabled, and I eventually had to disable it because, you know, people would just spam stuff, or they would, you know, scream at other people. It was not good. It was supposed to be my most relaxed server, but it quickly became the most toxic one because of all talk enabled. So I had to disable it to kind of better moderate the server. That was a shame, really. You know, sometimes people can't have good things, and that's sad. I wish it wasn't like that. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Let me see. An inspector is there talking about secondary weapons. Very nice. It's nice to see you fellas having your own discussions there about, you know, stuff that comes up on stream. I like that. And Kalmana is saying there, scrapping ideas is definitely Valve's thing. Half-Life 3. Hey, not only Half-Life 3, a lot of other stuff. I was checking out a video from Tyler McVicker, I think, or either he posted on YouTube or he was sharing it on Twitter, you know, that someone else posted, of a game called F-Stop, which was kinda supposed to be a spiritual successor to Portal, it seemed. At least that was what he was implying, if I remember correctly. And it looked like an interesting game, you know, with a camera you could like take pictures of stuff and that would change the world around you. It seemed interesting. And it was scrapped by Valve, so I don't know. It's actually whenever I hear people getting hyped about something that Valve is making, I always feel like now that people know about it and they are hyped, that Valve is gonna scrap it. You know, kind of like they do stuff to scrap it. That's what they do, really. So I can't take anything seriously from Valve. If they came up tomorrow saying that they are working on Half-Life 3, I would not believe it. If we even heard from Gabe Newell that Valve was working on updates for TF2, you know, he said it himself. We are aware of the bot problem. We are working, and you know, it was kind of like 1.5 years later, and a huge social media campaign with hashtag SaveTF2 after that we started seeing some small, very simple updates to try and fix the situation of the game. So I don't believe anything that Valve says. You know, they scrap everything. I don't even think they do real development anymore. You know, I think they kind of play around with ideas, but develop really a product to release to the markets, I think they don't really do that anymore. You know, Half-Life Alyx, for example, I think was an exception. Come on, I wanted to jump at you. I wanted to I wanted to try and market garden you. Why are you aware of your surroundings, Mr. Sniper? Don't do that to me. So yeah. And about game preservation and the Unreal Tournament situation, Hansel's saying there, piracy is doing a better job at preserving game history than any company. And even if I don't condone piracy, I have to agree with what you're saying there, Hansel. Because, you know, that's what we see companies do. Companies will shut down games, they will scrap projects, they will throw stuff in the garbage, you know. I thought it was a spy, but the spy was behind me all along. That's some deep stuff, for sure. But yeah, you know, companies don't care about preserving their past. They only care about profits. And if preserving their past is not profitable, they are not gonna do it. So yeah, in that sense, piracy is a better alternative. That's true, you know. Okay, got you there now, Mr. Mista. You're terrorizing the engineers here. Can't let you do that. Let's try to jump here. Ah, there's a heavy here. He has not noticed me yet. But I think ah no, I thought I was gonna die, but I didn't. Nice. Uncle Leo has crits. And the medic's helping me out. Thanks a lot, medic. I appreciate it. And I have my banner charged. Let's use it. Come on, let's use it before I lose it. Let's do this. Let's run. Let's go. Okay, scout's trying to escape. No, you're not gonna escape. Demo man putting a bunch of sticky traps there, but he wasn't paying attention, so he did not detonate them in time. Okay, that worked out very well for me. And I haven't used my markets yet. I thought there was a spy behind me. Okay, we have the sniper there. Okay, let's try this. Let's go. Ah, come on! I didn't aim correctly. Where are you? Ah, you are clever. You are very clever. Very nice dodging my jumps. That's some good dodging there. Very nice. What else are you saying there? Let me see here. Let me see. Ah, Burglar joined the match. Very nice. Glad to have you here, Burglar. Nice. And Coffee is saying there, I cannot play the video game. The lag is too much. Ah, that's a shame, Coffee. Do you mean actually, you know, lag, or do you mean that was funny, engineer? Let me clip that as well. That engineer fell to a very funny death. Ah, come on! Just a little closer, and I would have gotten. So close. But yeah, do you mean actual lag, Coffee? Like internet latency or unstable connection? Or do you mean FPS drops? Because I don't know how it is for you fellas, but here in Brazil I hear a lot of people confusing lag, which has to do to your internet connection, with FPS, with frames per second performance. You know, and they are, you know, bad for gaming, but they are very different things. Ah, come on! I can't hit you! Okay, just die there. Nice, got... that was funny as well. Okay, this was hectic. I'm gonna make a short out of this. You know, it was nice when, you know, a lot of stuff happens one after the other. That makes for good comedic timing. I like it. And by the way, fellas, how are you enjoying the shorts I'm posting? Because I don't know if you noticed, but I'm posting one short every day here on YouTube. Now, I'll try to do that for the whole month. I don't know if I'm gonna continue after February doing that. I probably will if I can. But I've been posting one short every day. And on my Brazilian channel, it's been a huge success to do this. But here on old school TF2, I noticed some shorts do very well and others don't. I think that's because I post content in English here, and there's a lot more people posting shorts worldwide in English. While in Brazil, I think there's fewer creators posting gaming shorts in Portuguese. Because every short I posted there on the other channel has been a hit, you know, an absolute success. And here it's doing well, but it's been kinda meh, the reception. So please let me know how you fellas are feeling. No! No! Ah, you got me there. No, that was sad. There's some thunder here. I hope my power doesn't get cut out, because there's a storm coming, it seems. So I was talking about lag and FPS earlier, and I forgot about that. So yeah, sometimes people confuse lag with dropped frames, and it's important to know the difference, because then you can address the cause. Usually lag is caused by an unstable internet connection, like a connection that's always dropping. And latency isn't the same as lag necessarily. I here, for example, I'm playing with, I think, 100 something ping, so I have a high latency, but my game is not lagging because I have a stable connection at the moment to the server. And I don't really have dropped frames, because I have a pretty beefy PC that can run the game properly, you know. I have a good processor, a good GPU. So it's important to know the difference about those things, so you can correct whatever is causing your problem for you. So yeah. An absolute 02 saying they're based. That I didn't understand that kind of like the use of that word when people started using it. But now I get it. I think there is cringe and based, isn't it? Cringe is kind of like bad, and based is good. That's what I get from it. I'm old, you know. I'm not in with the younger generation, you know. But I get a couple of things here and there. There is a website, I think, Know Your Meme, that I actually visit sometimes to understand some new memes that people are sharing, because I'm getting old. I'm from the time when people were still doing rage comics. I don't know if you fellas ever saw rage comics, but they are very crude, poorly drawn, you know. There are characters like the Me Gusta character, the fuck character, you know, those characters. Stuff from what? 2008, 2009, I think. That, I think, was my generation in terms of internet memes. Henselt is saying there, I am very curious on what modders will do with all the leaked content about the Valve leak that happened a couple of weeks ago. Was there anything from the leaks you'd like to see in-game? I don't think so, Henselt, not really. You know, perhaps there is something from the leak that I would like to see in the game, but it's just that I haven't looked at the leaked files that much, you know. I don't know, I don't really go looking for that sort of information. It shows up on my feed, and when it does, I take a look at it. But I didn't watch, for example, any video showing everything that leaked. And from what I've seen, it's more like unfinished stuff and, you know, some ideas that they had for the game. Not really stuff that I would like to see finished. I don't know. What are you doing, Medic? That was brave of you, but at the same time kinda silly. Okay, this spy wants to get me. No, sir. No. Ah, got you there. Nice. This was a nice one. This was nice. Nice. Let me clip it. Very nice. Okay, let's try to go forward. Ah, oh, come on. Already got headshot there. There was no escape. There there. It was futile trying to escape. So yeah, Henselt, there really isn't anything that caught my interest, you know, that I wish were added to TF2. At least not that I can remember right now. An Inspector is saying there, I am currently designing one of my original characters. A young Portuguese lady called Mercedes. World's most underrated name. Yeah, it is a cool name for sure. I think most people don't really use that name anymore because it has become very associated with the car brand, you know, Mercedes-Benz. So that's probably why, but it is a cool name for sure. Very nice. Good on you for designing characters like that. It's a fun activity. Very nice. And about shorts, Hansel saying there, they are fun, the shorts. But honestly, I try not to watch shorts as I get stuck into an abyss with them. Haha. Yeah, it can take a lot of your time, you know, going through that feed. That's true. Yeah, no, that's something I've been noticing. I think most people who are very into watching full videos on YouTube don't watch many shorts. I know, for example, that I don't really watch a lot of shorts. I don't even go to the shorts feed, with the exception of one or two creators that I like to watch. For example, there is Hideaki Utsumi, the owner of that red burb, that red funny burb Gumi, who does the wait, you know, that bird. He posts some shorts from time to time, and I always make sure to watch his shorts. But other than that, I don't even go check the shorts feed. But I noticed that a lot of people are checking the shorts feed, as I get a lot of views from shorts, you know, sometimes. So it seems you got stuck. Poor soldier got stuck there. That's a shame. That's sad. Let me clip that to make a shorts. Everything I can, I'm clipping to make shorts. But I think the idea of shorts is fun. It's just that I think the way YouTube is doing to kind of like promote shorts over regular content, it is not very good, I think. But shorts are fun. They are nice. I'm glad I'm glad you're having fun with them, Hansel. Very nice. And Evan is asking, there's been a lot of thunderstorms in your region, Prof. A lot. You know, that there's been a lot of storms, not only thunderstorms, but also, you know, regular storms here in my region recently. Just this week, I think like 4 or 5 times, people were kind of like, okay, okay. Come on! I was gonna get the sniper there, and the spy backstabbed me. That's teamwork for you. But yeah, like 3 times, you know, this last week, there were floods in my region, even that people lost their homes. You know, it's very sad stuff. We are having a very stormy summer here in the Brazilian southeast. And I think my region in particular, which is the Vale do Paraíba do Sul, the South Paraíba Valley. Paraíba is a river we have here. The South Paraíba, Paraíba do Sul, is the name of the river. Oh, there's a spy here, see. Come on, spy. And I can't hit the spy. Okay, let's get the medic now. Oh no, could not get Burger there. But it was nice fighting you, Burger. It was nice fighting you. But yeah, my region where I live is, I think, one of the world regions that has more thunderstorms. I don't think it is the top first in that regard, but it is up there, you know. Again, another one got stuck there. Come on, Heavy. Come on, Heavy. I want to take a look at that sniper. Is he still stuck? No, I think he died. Another one stuck. It's so funny. They should fix that bug, you know. That's a clipping bug with the geometry of the level. There's gotta be a way to fix that, because that's a very old bug. Can you hear the thunder, fellas? I think I should end stream shortly. Because of that, I don't want to leave my PC running with all these thunders happening around me. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, we got a heavy here. Yeah, no chance for me. So yeah. Newton has to go. Okay, Newton, it was nice playing with you. It was nice, my friend. Very nice. Very nice.
I do not see a cart moving.
And Goifi there saying beautiful. What is beautiful, Goifi? Oh, the market gardener I hit there. Is that what you're talking about? Because I know there's a delay between stream and chat. Let me know what is beautiful, my friend. I think it's the market because I see Joker Miles close to Goifi there saying, nice market gardener. It was me who you killed. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Joker Miles. I'm sorry, but I'm actually not sorry, you know. It is always a good thing to hit a market. So I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. It was you I killed there. But it's funny. And about shorts, Inspector is saying there. That is true, and it's very simple. Short content, where they want to share information, cannot do it properly because of the time limits. I think there is way to share information properly, you know, in a very quick time. It's just that you can only share a very small amount of information, you know, but it can be done. A good long and detailed video always beats shorts for me. Yeah, that I agree, you know. I like to watch YouTube, kind of like I watch, you know, Netflix series or stuff like that. I don't watch Netflix series. Don't really get into that a lot, but you know, it's when I have kind of like 1 hour and a half to spend, I like to watch YouTube videos, and then I watch like 2 or 3 videos or something like that, and it's a good thing I like to do, you know, to spend my time. So yeah, but I think I'll be finishing stream right now because of this storm that is approaching. This server will keep running for you fellas, so don't worry, you can keep playing the game if you want, but I'll be finishing right now because I don't want to leave my PC running during a thunderstorm. So yeah. Hansel saying there, the thunder sounds cozy, maybe because you don't get it much, so it's more of a novelty. I actually like thunderstorms, Hansel. You know, I understand what you're saying. I think it is relaxing to listen to the rain and the wind and the thunder. But I gotta switch off my electronics so they don't get fried, because there's a lot of thunder here in my region. Misa is there saying there, hello from Linux. Hello there, Misa. Glad to have you here. Thank you for passing by during this stream, my friend. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Linux gamer. Linux very good. Linux is the best. Linux is great. So yeah, fellas, thank you very much for passing by to play and chat and have a good time. Here's a big heart for you. I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful week. We'll talk to each other again next Sunday. Bye-bye, my friends. Let me switch off my electronics before